All right, so today we are going to be preparing like a traditional Texas barbecue side to go with ribs or brisket or whatever you might be cooking on the smoker or the grill. And these are pinto beans. We eat a lot of beans in Texas, but the pinto bean is the king of barbecue. A lot of the restaurants you go to will serve pintos. A lot of different variations on the restaurant, or is on the recipe rather, but the ones I like to use. So there's a lot of different variations, recipes rather, on how to prepare the pinto bean for barbecue, but this is kind of the way I do it. First of all, I like to do is render down some bacon in a bowl, or on the stove rather. And I got a Texas 1015 onion and some garlic, and that's gonna be kind of my base. Okay, and then after that, it's pretty simple. I use some chicken broth, don't really care what. I do prefer low sodium for one reason in particular. I'll show you that in a moment. And then a little bit of water, and I just cook these things all day. And if they get mushy, that's fantastic. Serve them with a slide spoon, and they are really, really, really good. And they're also really good left over. I prefer low sodium because I also like to put a hunk of meat in here. Now, this is a really, really cool deal. This is a leftover ham bone from an Easter ham we did a couple of months ago from Crossbug Barbecue. So Crossbug Barbecue is located in Farmers Branch, Texas, and they actually ship nationwide too, which is really cool. So I saved the ham bone, still got some good meat on here as well. So as this thing's cooked, it's gonna release the flavor. Hopefully the meat's gonna come off it as well. So between the ham bone and the bacon, we're not gonna need any salt. It's kind of amazing how good these things turn out just with these ingredients. So again, we're gonna render this bacon down. After the bacon's nice and rendered, we're gonna put the vegetables in there, throw the beans in there, and then walk away. You're done. That's a pinto bean. We'll come back here in a moment and we'll look at the finished product. Here's what's really cool. I hope you can hear me over the fan. Here's this Crossbuck Barbecue Company ham we got. You can see all the seasoning on the end of it. Still a lot of good meat on this thing. I left it kind of non-peeled off just for this reason. So we're gonna throw it here in the pot, the onions and garlic and bacon to render down. Throw this in the pot with the beans and let it simmer. All right, well, it is 3 days later. Here's the end result. This is the last of the beans. 3 days later. As you can see, they are good and tender. They mash up real good. Still got chunks of meat in there from that Crossbuck barbecue ham. There's a good piece right there. Phenomenal. If you're making a good side, want a good side that is, for brisket or chicken, go the Texas way, baby. Ooh, there's a real good piece of ham right there. And do you some pinto beans. Hope you enjoy.